Hey guys, I just want to talk briefly about something to do with a subject that I had actually planned not to talk about. Amanda Todd, the bully teen who took her own life. The story itself, while tragic, is unfortunately not that uncommon these days, which is part of why I hadn't been about to go into it. But recent events have changed that. Now, for some background information, reputedly, all the shit she went through boiled down largely to having her name smeared by one guy, someone who sweet-talked her into showing her breasts on webcam, recorded the picture, then used it to blackmail her into doing more things. Only in the act of a true sociopath, said individual went back on his word and sent around the compromising footage anyway, to family, to friends, anyone in her general vicinity. From there, it was a steady deterioration of decency and humanity, as the assholes in her school, in her town, lined up to have their shot at mocking her, abusing her, and driving her into depression and anxiety. It's like I said, though, that's not an uncommon story. I don't know if the rumors as to her behavior, so enthusiastically spread by her detractors, are true, and I honestly don't care. Their behavior towards her was nothing short of monstrous and inexcusably vile. All the more so, due to the added abuse on her memorial page. Have some respect for the fucking dead, you ignorant shits. Or at the very least, keep quiet. But this isn't where the story ends, as the aforementioned recent events came into play. Anonymous, a slightly scary group of hackers, have just recently posted information that might very well be the identity of that initial man who blackmailed this girl, and then set this whole thing in motion. Now, as to what I think about this revelation of the man's identity, well, I'm speaking as someone who is completely ignorant as to the process Anonymous used, the paper trail they followed, to dig up this information. And as such, the likelihood that it's the honest-to-God truth, I don't know. At all. I have no reason to believe or disbelieve that the name, address, Facebook link, and Twitter account that they provided belongs to the same man who tricked, blackmailed, and betrayed a 15-year-old Miss Todd. Now, it's for that reason that, beyond one snide little message I sent on Twitter, I'm not going to go gung-ho on the guy. And I'm not going to reveal his name. I mean, come on, you guys can just find it out yourself if you want. Now, on the one hand, I'm torn by the thought of due process, of following the law. And as far as confirming his identity and his role in all this goes, look, I do believe that basic precaution at the very least. Putting someone who did this through hell is one thing. Putting someone completely innocent through hell is another. But after that, should we get irrefutable evidence that he did what he did, I honestly can't condemn flooding this guy with anger and outrage. Look, maybe that's just my personal twist. I hate bullies. With a passion. I spent more than a few years of my childhood on the receiving end of bullying, though thankfully nothing quite so extreme or malicious as what some of these kids have been going through. Still, someone who deliberately and maliciously seeks to hurt and emotionally destroy someone else, just so they can feel superior, or right some perceived wrong, or establish their fucking dominance, or worst of all, just for fun. It's the lowest form of behavior, and anyone who can't grow out of it does not deserve to function in our society, in any role, in any place. Now, younger bullies sometimes mature, grow up to be good people, even make amends for how they behaved. Sometimes they don't. But this guy, the reported blackmailer, well, he's 32 now, and was at the very least in his late 20s when he started this fucking thing. He's had his chance to grow up, to become something decent, and he hasn't. So, lock him up. For his own good, if nothing else, because with this out, tens, if not hundreds of thousands of people now have a target. They'll seek to make his life miserable. Or short. And I honestly don't know how I feel about that. And I think that, more than anything else, worries me. I can only extend my condolences to Miss Todd's family for their loss, and be thankful that this guy doesn't live in my town. 'Cause I don't know what I'd do if he did.